The following is a presentation of Region 11 Spring Sports on 107.7 FM and CacheValleyDaily.com. This broadcast of Region 11 Sports is brought to you by Cache Valley Daily and the Cache Valley Media Group, covering the Skyview Bobcats, Green Canyon Wolves, Logan Grizzlies, Bear River Bears, Ridgeline Riverhawks, and Mountain Crest Mustangs. Now, it's time for Region 11 Sports on 107.7 FM and CacheValleyDaily.com.
Welcome back, Cache Valley. It's time for some more Region 11 Spring Sports. Stockton Jukes and Preston Rice here with you on 100.9 Light FM and CacheValleyDaily.com, the home of all Region 11 Spring Sports. Preston, we're here for lacrosse in North Logan between the host Green Canyon Wolves and the visiting Skyview Bobcats as they meet at midfield. Just about ready to get started. Let's run through our starters for Green Canyon. You can see there in the whites. The Wolves are going to have Ethan Merrill, Max Brunson, Hayden Reeder, Bryson Pabst, Baxter Martin, Spencer Mitchell, Jamison Stores, Grady Herzog, Miles Robinson, and number 51, Jensen Stores, is going to be in net for the Green Canyon Wolves. In net for the Skyview Bobcats, junior Logan Arrington. And starting for the Bobcats going to be, let's see if we can get the numbers here. Number 5, Cole Jackson. Number 18, Tate Sorensen. Number 80, Landon Talbot. 72, Jace Butters. 85, Cole Peterson, already mentioned him. 28, Nixon Lowe. Number 4, Jackson Anderson. And taking the face-off for the Bobcats going to be number 14, Daxton Hall. Looks like he's going to go up against Baxter Martin. We are just about ready to get going here in North Logan. We're underway. Martin wins the face-off for Green Canyon. I'm joined in the booth today by Preston Rice, former lacrosse player and coach out in Southern California. Preston, good to have you back in the booth with me. Tell me how you feeling about the start of a region lacrosse season here in Logan. Oh, big shot off the post there as that one misses. Preston, give me 1 second. They're going to break the zone, Green Canyon is. Down that far side, Chase Rowley. Rowley looking to his left. Up top for Pabst. Bryson's going to wait for a couple substitutions. Preston, we'll check in with you now. How you feeling about the start of this Region 11 lacrosse season?
Oh, very exciting. Very, very excited. Love lacrosse season.
And that's Tag Checkets with the first goal of the game. Green Canyon goes up 1-0 just 42 seconds into the first quarter. Great start for the Green Canyon Wolves coming into this one at 2-3 through their pre-region schedule. Last an 11-7 loss versus Fremont last week on this field. Before that, they were down in Southern Utah, an 18-3 win at Cedar and a 20-0 win at Hurricane. Plenty of offense to be found in this lineup. And for Skyview, a 12-9 win against Fremont on Friday, following a 7-6 overtime loss at Waterford a week ago today. Both these teams looking to establish themselves at the top of Region 11. Just a couple weeks away from spring break when these guys will get a break. Always important to get off in a hurry in region play. Down around the right side for Skyview. Back up top we go. Cooper Arrington looking for options. He's going to go down far to that right side. Jackson Anderson further behind for Nixon Lowe. Lowe to the far side. And they come back up top. Fresh into the game, Colston Butler. Butler charging right, fires to that far post and misses wide. It's going to be Bobcat ball. Lowe back to take this one in, the junior midfielder. Likes to shift up into that attacking role you see now down in that far side corner. Butler across the top, going back to that right side, wants to pull it left, forced away from danger. Bobcats still flipping it around behind the net. They go far side again from the left side, Arrington. Cuts left, hard defense up front, and a nice hit from number 87, Spencer Mitchell. Still can't get to the ball. Arrington has to reset. Mitchell, the long stick defenseman. following Arrington all the way around. Now to the near side, Arrington breaks back into the box. That one dropped by Butler. Baxter Martin fighting for it on the ground. It is recovered by the Bobcats, but they are out of play. Great defense from Baxter Martin. Green Canyon forces a turnover. And a little cheeky time wasting there from Ryan Bates.
You saw that too?
Bit of a misstep by the Wolves, but they are back on the attack if they can break midfield. To the far side, Hayden Schramm. Schramm fakes left, cuts right across the 50. Green Canyon will look to get their attackers on in just a moment. Looks like they might already have them. Back behind the net, cutting to that far post. Great stand-up save by Arrington. Right into the pocket now. The Bobcats have an opportunity with Nixon Bohm. Bohm across midfield as the substitutions are made. Bohm through two bodies. One Wolf goes flying. Now up to the top. Cole Peterson stood up. They go back towards that far post. It's deflected out, and it'll be brought back in by Anderson. Jackson Anderson right back in front. Dangerous shot opportunity pulled wide. It was Nixon Bohm on the doorstep.
They had him off right there. They didn't even see the ball coming at that point. Defense was not set up.
3 minutes down in this first quarter, 1-0 Green Canyon with now under 9 to play. Skyview going left to right here in this first quarter and the first half. They'll be attacking to the south goal here at Green Canyon's football stadium. Missed pass back there in the end zone. A little bit of snow to contend with as well. Far side picked up Jackson. He'll go back up top. Peterson wrapping around, sidearm shot. Rifled past that far post again. But Skyview's got a man just sitting back there. It's Nixon Lowe waiting for those to come flying past. Bobcats from that far side looking to break back in with Cole Jackson. Jackson fires from distance. About a 15-yard shot goes wide again, but still the Bobcats keeping it in with the man in the end zone. Lowe back into play. Far side for Jackson. Popped back up top. Ryan Bates. Bates looking to his right. He's going to pick up speed, break into the box. His stick goes flying out of his hands. Great stand-up defense again from Miles Robinson this time. Green Canyon's defense getting to work early. Now they break into the attacking zone. Brunson passing forward down at the feet of Hayden Reeder. And now they'll scrum for it just past that near post. It's kicked all the way out to the 30. Scooped up Green Canyon. Ben Wallace. Wallace looks back to his left. Liam Todd will reset for Green Canyon as Carson Thompson joins the play. Thompson scooping it up at the 35. Near side of the field, right in front of the Skyview bench. Now turns on the Jets, gets to the 20, right in the middle, fires and scores. What a run from Thompson. It's 2-0 Green Canyon.
That was a beautiful goal right there. He saw the defense on his heels, came at him as full charge. A few dodges here and there, put the ball right where it needs to be.
Wolves out to a quick start. 2-0 again, this first game of Region 11 play on CashValleyDaily.com. If you're streaming along with us on YouTube or Cache Valley Daily, your video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. You can expect specific guidance from advisors who adhere to principles of honesty, professionalism, and integrity. Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com. Green Canyon's 2-goal lead. Looks like they might want to add to it here. Pabst is going to get this loose ball off the faceoff. Nice move along the sideline. He did that all football season. Now back to it in the spring. 7:15 to go in the first quarter. Tell you what, this kid was fun to watch during football season, Preston.
He looks fun to watch in lacrosse as well. The only thing I have to say is he needs to keep both hands on those stick right there.
You know it's all about style nowadays.
Nowadays, but until a defender gets a yard sale on him, he'll probably want to have two hands on that stick.
Already saw one on the other end of the field. Might be something to keep an eye on. Pabst now from the far side. Fires into the middle, just missed Ethan Merrill. It'll be scooped up by Checketts. Tag Checketts circles through the end zone, looking to that far post. No, it's a sleeper pass, trying to find Reeder at the near post off the butt of his stick, and he couldn't collect. Now here comes Skyview the other way. Zach Tempest with speed into the attacking zone. Green Canyon's only got 4. It's a 4-on-4. Clean shot. Bouncing goal for Skyview. They answer. Nixon Lowe gets the Bobcats on the board. 6:28 to go in the first quarter. It's 2-1.
Beautiful little bounce shot right there. Just a little underhand, little whoop, and it's right in there.
Well, Preston, we've seen the Bobcats finally find the back of the net here. Green Canyon taking control of this one early. What are you expecting out of Skyview as they try and wrangle this one back into control?
Well, it seems that Skyview has a lot of possession of ball. Doesn't mean that necessarily they're keeping the ball in the goal, but, as long as they can keep possession, that is a big, big thing in lacrosse. If you can keep possession and keep shooting those goals or shots on goal and just recovering it, you should be able to win the game at the end of the day.
Let's pause for our uniform check brought to you by the Logo Shop. They really can put your logo on just about anything. Green Canyon wearing their home whites with the black shorts and the chrome helmets. The Bobcats in their all blacks with the white helmets today. Green Canyon going right to left here in this first half. Burst of speed from Hayden Schramm around that right edge. He'll check his speed at the 25 and fire back up top for Baxter Martin. Takes him back to the 45. Martin flips this one forward. Merrill looking to his left. One bounce pass under the stick of Brunson. He's going to have to chase this one out to that sideline. Looking for positioning. It's going to go to the Bobcats. Strong work from Tate Sorensen to put himself in the way and win possession back for Skyview. Peter Titan now down that far side. Streaking down the football sideline, now taking some stick taps. Josh Young getting involved on defense with that long stick. Green Canyon's only got a couple of long stick defensemen out there. Looks like 3, everyone else playing that mid-stick length. Oh, nice pass in the middle. Had the shot, gave the pass instead, and missed his intended target. Skyview has to go back behind the net, and they turn it over. Pass out of bounds.
He had an open shot right there. He just got himself a little in his own head. Next time he'll more than likely take that.
Brought back in by the Green Canyon defense. Wolves will take their time getting back to midfield. Rowley under pressure at about the 35 on the Skyview side of the field. Now scooped across midfield by the long stick defenseman Grady Herzog. Scrum for the ball, gives it back to Skyview. Crossing midfield and passing that forward, Jace Butters. Now down that far sideline, it's Cole Jackson. Jackson centering for Cole Peterson. Peterson on the 30, moving in towards the middle of the field. Not under pressure yet. Now he'll look to his right. It's Bohm. Bohm runs through one. Back to the side for Jackson. Further along for Peterson. Fires at that far side of the goal, and it's knocked down. I believe a piece of it caught by Jensen Stores, and then another turnover, pass out of bounds by Skyview. Not able to find that same page in that offensive end zone, Turtle.
Yeah, definitely. The Skyview needs to keep that ball possession, and as long as they can keep possession, it should be a good game.
A lot of contact and a whistle now at midfield. What was the call there?
It could have been a loose ball push, but I wasn't 100% sure on that one.
Green Canyon's trying to go quickly. Up top now, Liam Todd.
Great defense right there. Found the stick right on the end.
Todd dispossessed now. It's underhand flicked forward. Missed his man. Todd tried to run in and get it. Miscommunication with the team, but a nice pickup from Herzog. Long pass way over the head of everyone. Oh, but guess what? Ethan Merrill in the attacking zone scoops it up, goes to the near post, and is dispossessed as he wound up for the shot. Ryan Bates with a nice stick check as he had that pocket behind the head. Knocks that ball free. Here comes Skyview. Arrington passes it out from the crease. Bates through midfield. Off to the right side now under pressure.
Needs to watch out behind him.
Midfield pressure coming in from Todd. Todd goes to the ground trying to force that out-of-bounds play, and Todd will go back to the bench. Substitutions coming in for Green Canyon's defense. Pabst will join the play. So will Schramm. Pass into the middle. Somehow finds the basket of Colston Butler, and he rips one wide. It'll stay with Skyview. 3:07 to go in the first quarter.
He almost seemed surprised he caught the ball right there. I would too.
Bobcats reset again. Titan goes to his right side for Butler. Butler under heavy pressure. Further along for Arrington, now back behind the net. Far side, and they go a full lap back to Peter Titan. Cuts to his left, gets his step, now fires behind the net. Nice one-handed snag out of the air by Anderson to keep the possession. Now shot from the near side goes wide. let go, it looked like, by Jensen Stores. It'll be kept by Skyview, coming in from that far side again. Titan wraps it around for Butler. Butler, left side of that box, is shoved back out by Pabst. Titan looking for an entry, has to go back behind again. Jesse Bowden. Back to Titan. Knocked it down, kept it alive. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's still 2-1. Green Canyon haven't had a goal since about the 6.5-minute mark. Spin move. Arrington looking for a lane, isn't going to get one. Has to go out for Tempest. Tempest left side and a long shot. It's a goal for Skyview. That's going to go to number 4, Jackson Anderson. We have tied it up with less than 2 to go in the first quarter. Preston, what'd you see there?
Green Canyon is not keeping their head on a swivel. They are following the ball more than they are following both man and ball, and that's why Skyview's been able to catch that ball and just put it right in the goal. So Green Canyon definitely needs to be able to just keep swiveling their head, seeing where the ball is at and where the man's at. They should be able to get the ball at that point, but Skyview is definitely holding possession pretty much this whole entire first quarter, period.
Minute 57 to go now in the first. Martin fighting for it, and they're going to say he got on top of the stick of a Bobcat there. Daxton Hall going to get the face-off as a result. Peterson goes to his left for Jackson, back behind the net again. Anderson spinning, forced out of the zone, back up top. Boom. Tried to get inside, took a couple hits for it, and another shot from that far side ripped wide. It'll be followed out by the Bobcats. They'll keep it alive with Jackson Anderson. Anderson trots in on the near side. Less than 90 seconds remain now in this first quarter. Far side, Jackson. Jackson's sidearm shot knocked down by the Green Canyon defense. Trying to roll that over towards midfield. Big bumps on the 25. Green Canyon keeps it. Somehow Ben Wallace fights through 3, gets to midfield, stutter steps, throws it forward for Pabst. But Skyview's going to pick it up on the 25. Pabst trying to make a shove to get that ball back. Popped it loose but couldn't follow the ball as he stumbled down, and then a Skyview pass out of bounds will give Green Canyon the ball right at midfield.
That was fantastic by Skyview's point of view right there. Being able to just keep on him on like that, that was awesome.
Liam Todd runs it in. Green Canyon setting up on offense. Substitution for the Bobcats. Porter Beckstead in on D. Quick shot. Green Canyon doesn't even give Beckstead a chance to get involved. That's going to be a goal for number 7, Max Brunson, the sophomore. 46.9 to go in the first quarter. Green Canyon's got their lead back 3-2.
That was a ripper. I don't think anybody saw that from even up here.
Green Canyon definitely seeming to lean towards tempo on offense, Preston.
Yes, they are fast. They catch, shoot. Unlike Skyview, where they're passing and passing, keeping their defenses on the heel, how Greenview's keeping the Skyview on their hill. Pass shot.
It's another win by Martin on the face-off circle. He's going to carry this one down the near side across the 25, now into the box, cutting to the right. From the middle towards the far post, flips it to the side for Brunson. Brunson pass up top. Couple moves, looking for the shot, not going to get it. Sawyer Rainey dispossessed. Oh, and then the ball knocked out of a Skyview long stick defenseman. Rainey has another chance, spinning through 3, fires at Arrington. Knocked down by the stick of Arrington. Follow-up by Brunson goes over the crossbar. Ethan Merrill will keep it alive for Green Canyon. Merrill drops this one in for Reeder. Cuts to his left and spins back to the right. Between the hash marks, now back to the 28. In for Brunson. Brunson, bounce shot and goal. 4-2 Green Canyon at the buzzer.
I don't think they should count that. The horn hit before the ball went in, but I don't know.
I think they'll talk about it.
They're definitely going to need to talk about that for sure going to need to talk about that.
Let's see if we can get a replay here. We'll try it. We'll see if it goes to football or not. It does go to football. We'll have to get that fixed at some point. But Green Canyon is going to take a 4-2 lead into the quarter break. It looks like the officials are going to count that goal from Brunson. He's got 2 quick ones at the end of the period. Preston, give me your thoughts at the end of that first.
Well, like Green Canyon is definitely more aggressive on offense, and you can't blame them for that since they are pushing their defense really hard on their heels. As far as Skyview, when it comes to the offense, passing and passing and passing, keeping their team on their heels. And on top of that, the defense, like I said, is not keeping their head on a swivel. Not being able to do that is not going to be able to win them the game. Scoreboard shows differently currently at this time, but maybe in the second period, they'll be able to show it at that one. Quarter, my apologies.
Putting 12 back on the clock for the second quarter. Big thank you to a couple of our sponsors that make this spring sports coverage possible on Cache Valley Daily. Deedle Auto and Salvage is Cache Valley's #1 place to get the most money for junk vehicles and scrap metal. Pickup is available at 435-787-1204. Another big thank you to Preston Watts Collision and Glass. Trained technicians, the latest equipment, and over 5 decades of experience to guarantee a perfect auto body repair and the safest glass replacement. We'll flip ends now. Green Canyon going to be defending to our left, or the north end of the field. Skyview heading down to our right, the south end of the field. They'll play defense down there. Take a minute to talk about our goaltenders today, Preston. Thinking about Herzog over to our left for Green Canyon. Had a couple big stops early on already.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a good guy. He sees the ball. He knows where the ball's going to be, and he puts it right where he puts his body right where the ball's going to be at. So that's perfect on being a goalie.
Still scrumming for that ball around the 40-yard line. It's going to be picked up by Martin. Green Canyon back on the attack to start the second quarter. Paps knocks that down. He'll scoop it up off the turf. Under pressure, takes a whack, spins through 2. Well, he tried to, and he stood up. He's just going to track back and let Green Canyon get the personnel it wants on the field.
Yeah, he needed to touch the box to be able to get possession. Once he touched that box, he knew he was secure, so that's why he backed off a little bit.
Now he'll reapproach. Cutting through the middle of the box, turns on the jets, tried to fire. Ball dropped out of the pocket as he wound up.
Yeah, he was anticipating the hit, put the basket down too far, and dropped the butter.
Trev Stowers looking for options. Cuts to the right side. Firing. Pulls it wide, but the rebound is picked up by Merrill. Tried to flick it back to Hayden Reeder, but Arrington jumps on it and kills it. Has to exit the crease. Does get out of the crease, and now he'll lob one to midfield over the stick of his intended target, but knocked back down for a teammate. Quick tap for Bohm, but Bohm has possession. Crosses the 30 now. Cuts into the box. Towards the middle, but dispossessed. Great stick checks from 63 Josh Young on that possession for Green. Or excuse me, that was 67 Miles Robinson. Skyview still with possession, firing from that far side, pulling it across the near post and missing wide. Kept alive by Nixon Lowe. Lowe will bring it back in. Right under the goalposts. Over to the near side for Jackson. Jackson resetting all the way up top for Arrington. Far side, Tempest. Zach Tempest back behind. Low, keeping it moving around. And again, Preston, to your point, Skyview really liking possession, really liking to pass, but Green Canyon not giving them too many shot opportunities. And Skyview gets away with another missed pass.
Yeah, definitely, but that snatch out of the air like that when they catch it, that's why he dropped the ball right there.
You were saying that a lot while we were watching warm-ups. Don't snatch at it. Don't snatch at it, especially in the JV game, too.
100%. You snatch at the ball, you're going to miss your stick every time. Or not every time, but it's just a bad habit that you shouldn't have to pick up after a while.
Still passing it around the top. Now Bohm's going to try and cut in, not given an avenue. Really good defense from Miles Robinson and Spencer Mitchell early in this one. Arrington pressuring. Drops it outside. Shot blocked off the shin of Pabst. He'll feel that tomorrow, but for now his concern is breaking across midfield. Nice cut through the middle. Gets past 2. Now across the 50. Avoids a swing. Swim move. Into the box. Retains possession. Now he'll check back out. Pabst taking a couple shoves from behind. He'll back up and give Zach Tempest a bit of his own medicine. And then midfielder Bryson Pabst playing a more defensive role tonight will check back out. Hudson Johnson in the game. He'll take possession. 8:53 remaining in the second quarter. Johnson cuts to his right on the hash marks, fires towards that far post and gets it to spin in. Nice touch from Hudson Johnson. It's 5-2 Green Canyon as that one checks up on the turf and finds the side netting.
Even from up here, it looked like it was going to be a faster shot than it was, but it definitely slowed somewhat down once it bounced on the ground. So, yeah, that goalie, that was a one to definitely stop right there.
8:48 to go in the second quarter. Skyview probably didn't expect to be down by 3 goals this early, Preston.
No.
What are you seeing out of the Bobcats?
Bobcats are definitely are not – for some reason they need to anticipate that attack like they have been with Green Canyon, but for some reason they just cannot grasp that they're just not going to pass the ball around. They're going to pass and just run right in as fast as they can.
Hayden Schramm picks up that ball off the face-off. Drops a shoulder, runs a man over. Hayden Schramm bringing the boom. Now here's Thompson. To his right, finds Ben Wallace. Back to Thompson. All the way back nearly at the 40-yard line. Green Canyon slowing down the offense just a little bit. Usually doesn't take them long after entry to score, and now we'll see it. Carson Thompson trying to find an avenue. Followed well on this near side. Drops it back. And now fired across that end zone. Missed reader, and that's going to be a turnover. Green Canyon. Rare missed pass early in this one. 7:56 to go in the second quarter. This is Region 11 Spring Sports, brought to you by Les Olson IT. What can a business technology partner do for you? All the office products you need and a great service team at lesolson.com. Oh, missed pass by Skyview in their defensive end. Dangerous, but Tate Sorensen recovers. His pass is a little short. Now Green Canyon's got it back. They did for a second. Hayden Reeder almost scooped it up. Still fighting for it. Hudson Johnson knocked out of the stick, and now we've got whistles. They're going to call head contact on Skyview, Green Canyon's ball.
Skyview has been calling for timeout since possession, and they have not been giving it to them.
I think we might see a timeout now. The far side official was tapping his head. The near side official is blowing the whistle, and now they are going to call the timeout Skyview. It's 5-2 Green Canyon. All the momentum has moved to our right in this quarter, Preston.
Well, if you could tell now, Green Canyon's kind of settling the ball down a little bit here and there once they get possession. They're up by 3. What's the point of trying to attack unless they absolutely see an opening at this point? Play a little safe before the halftime, and then I guess when second half comes in, maybe they'll be a little bit more aggressive on that point.
Now for Skyview, it certainly hasn't seemed to be their identity early in this one, but do you think they need to go tempo and try and catch Green Canyon before they can set up defensively?
100%. 100%. They definitely need to stop doing the lollipop passes back and forth, and they just need to kind of go for it. At this point, being 3 points down, they're going to want to be able to get back up there and at least tie the game before the second half.
Good insight from Preston Rice, brought to you by Great Basin Graphics. Custom t-shirts, detailed embroidery, and graphic designs that will get your business noticed. Go to greatbasingraphics.com. Another proud sponsor of all Region 11 Spring Sports.
At this point, I'm not sure who's going to be getting possession of the ball at this point. I would say it would be Skyview, but I'm not 100% sure.
The ball is currently on the turf at about the 41. It's on the Green Canyon attacking half of the field. Again, 7:32 to go in this second quarter. This is Region 11 Spring Sports on 100.9 Light FM and streaming on YouTube and CashValleyDaily.com. Stockton Jukes, Preston Rice here with you on this Wednesday evening, March 19th. Fresh off of a big snowstorm and probably right in the middle of another one, I hear, tomorrow.
Goody.
Weather permitting, Preston and I will be back on Friday for the Green Canyon Wolves matchup with the Logan Grizzlies. Skyview will head back up to Smithfield on Friday to take on the Ridgeline Riverhawks at 7. Both teams hitting the road for the first time in region next week. Green Canyon's going to have next Wednesday off. They'll be at Bear River Friday, March 28th, ahead of spring break. Quick break for Skyview. They have possession out of that timeout. Oh, pass to that near post. Set up a beautiful chance, and it popped out of the cradle. Now a near side shot. That's exactly the response you needed from Cole Jackson and Skyview.
Definitely. The fact that they were able to just two-pass it right there and put it right in the goal, that's exactly what Skyview needs to do at this point.
7:18 remaining in quarter number 2. Lead for Green Canyon down to 2. It's 5-3. The Wolves hosting Skyview here in North Logan in this first Region 11 matchup of the spring 2025 season. Green Canyon again 2-3 through their pre-region schedule. Skyview 3-2. Both most recently played Fremont. Green Canyon lost 11-7 a week ago on this field. Skyview won 12-9 on Friday in Smithfield. Now we've got a flag in the air. Delayed penalty on Skyview as Baxter Martin runs a man over. Green Canyon is ramping up the physicality, and they're going to get rewarded for it here in just a second. Less than 7 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, I believe number 80 on Skyview is going to get a cross-checking right there. A high cross-checking at least.
Now, I know most of you watching and listening along know all about the love lost between Green Canyon and Skyview, but for Preston here, coming from Southern California, I'll tell you this. Skyview's been around for several decades. My own father actually went to Skyview, but he would have gone to Green Canyon if it existed. Here's Pabst firing and scores. Bryson gets the goal right back, 6-3 with 6:26 to go in the second quarter. Green Canyon will not be denied, and Bryson Pabst doing a little dance that Coach JT would have made him done bear crawls for during football season. Now, so what do they do now? Do they pick up the flag?
They're going to either, I'm not 100% sure. I want to say that they're going to still put the man in the box. It's basically a free play at this point. So
it is going to be a cross check
yes.
on Landon Talbot, the long stick defenseman.
So not only are they going to be a man down, actually he's not going to be a man down.
I guess they wave off the flag. It must be similar to how they do it in hockey, where if you score with the flag on the field, they just pick it up.
It just depends, I guess, what kind of penalty it was, and it seemed like it was a elbow to the head.
So delayed penalty goal for Bryson Pabst, and the call being an elbow to the head there. Something along those lines, but no one in the box. Now approaching the 6-minute mark of this second quarter. Things have slowed down a little bit, so now I'll tell you. Skyview been around for several decades. My dad, my uncles all went to Skyview, but like I was saying, they would have gone here to Green Canyon if it existed. Green Canyon opened in 2017 and stole a big chunk of Skyview's student body. So they don't like each other.
Yeah, that would definitely be a big, big rivalry right there. That's just like Trabuco Hills and El Toro, back where I'm from, since I'm from Trabuco Hills High School. And they were just down the street from us as well, our crosstown rivals. And every time we played them in any sport.
Oh, another big break into the zone and a goal. What moves from Tag Checkets, getting himself on the score sheet. Green Canyon is just, they're being allowed the middle of that box like it's free real estate, Preston.
Oh, definitely. They smell blood in the water, and they're taking advantage of it as much as they can. Why not run up the score if you can against your rivals, right?
And an explosive start to the Region 11 schedule as well. Like we said, you got to have your foot on the floor from the very beginning of Region schedule if you want to take the title in Region 11. Lots of very talented athletes in this part of Utah. You can't afford to drop too many. Martin ready to go again. Across from him, it's Staxton Hall. Martin's won all but one today, and he's going to win another. Flipped that one straight up, took it away. Baxter Martin might take this all the way to the net. He fires, bounces that one high over the crossbar. Arrington knocked it down but could not retain possession. Merrill shakes off one, cuts past another. Looking to get to the near side post. That pass misses, but Merrill will scoop it up before the boundary line. Merrill under pressure on that boundary, stays in, back to the far post, wraps around, fires. Arrington stands him up, and that ball is going to go the way of Logan Arrington, Bobcats.
On that last fast break right there, I definitely think he knew he wasn't going to have a shot yet. He still took it. He wanted whatever he could get at that point.
Heavy pressure from Green Canyon's attackers. And some trouble with retaining that possession for the long stickman of Skyview. Finally scooped up by Landon Talbot. Talbot fires down that far sideline. A missed pass will give that ball right back to Green Canyon. Bobcats look flustered right now, Preston.
100%. Green Canyon definitely has the momentum on their side right now. I guarantee if Skyview gets the possession, they're going to slow it down as soon as they get down to the ball. They're either going to call a timeout or they're going to just slow pass it around until they find that opening again.
4.5 minutes until halftime here in North Logan. It's 7-3 Green Canyon as the Wolves again break left to right back into the attacking zone. Carson Thompson beat a couple different people down the field, but then fired it wide and softly out of bounds. It'll be picked up by Jace Butters. Bobcats retain possession, clock running again, 4:10 to go in the second quarter.
It goes both ways when it comes to slowing the ball down. Green Canyon at this point, once they get possession, they need to slow the ball down as well.
Bates trying to break into the zone, hits the back of the net. Did that go in or off the side netting?
That went
Skyview celebrating like it's a goal, and it is. 7-4. Bobcats cut the lead back down to 3. And they're going to need a couple more of those to get their momentum back before halftime, Preston. 3:59 to go in the second.
Every goal counts, man. Every goal can make your team just completely shift the way they were thinking, because at that point you know that you're still in the game at that moment.
3 minutes, 59 seconds remaining. Quarter number 2, we've got a face-off change for Skyview. They're going to send Cole Peterson into the circle. Whistle in. It was Liam Wood in there for Green Canyon as well. He wins it for Green Canyon. Hayden Schramm's got it on the far side under heavy pressure. Spins past Peterson and then drops it down for Merrill. Merrill going to set and wait for his personnel. 3:42 to go, and the clock has stopped. The clock is not running. A timeout has been called. So Green Canyon timeout looking to strategize as they'll be down to 1 timeout left in the half. Preston, what do you think they're talking about here? 3-goal lead, 3:43 left in the half. You get 1 or 2 more, stretch that thing back out, and you can be real comfortable in that locker room.
Well, as a coach currently if I was talking to my guys on this right now, I'd say, hey, we got the possession. We've got as well as the lead. I know the momentum's on our side. We need to slow the ball down regardless, because in the game of lacrosse and in the game of hockey, anything can happen. So that 4-goal or that 3-goal lead that they have could turn into tie even in between right now. So I guarantee the coach is saying, let's settle the ball down. Let's make sure we get the possessions. Let's make sure we get the passes. If you see an opening, take it. That's not me saying don't shoot, but make sure you actually are able to get a shot on goal to be able to get that possession back once the ball goes out.
Green Canyon getting ready to break that huddle. So is Skyview. Again, 3:43 left in this second quarter. Green Canyon leading 7-4. Wolves will have possession in their attacking zone. Merrill had the ball on the far side around the 10-yard line when the whistle was blown. It's cold out there right now, but we're not too many days away from 60-degree temperatures, and it's just going to get warmer. Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning is a proud sponsor of Region 11 Athletics, and you can schedule your service calls on their website, advancedheating-ac.com, when you're ready to get your air conditioner tuned back up for the summer. Green Canyon passing this one back behind net. They'll go up the near side, rally all the way back to the 35. Stowers across, picks out Wallace. Wallace charging in towards the middle. Forced back out on the near side. Stowers. Now here's Brunson in the end zone. Fires to that far side. Rowley circling from the far side. Now turns on the speed right through the middle to the near side hash mark. Spins back to his left, looking to get in the middle. Fires from the left side and scores. Highlight reel after highlight reel run for Green Canyon. Rowley gets one of his own. It's 8-4.
That was a fantastic goal. Keeping the defender on his heels the entire time, splitting one way, splitting the other way, finally catching him where he caught his possession to be able to get open and shot it right in there.
3 minutes even remaining now in the second quarter. And for Skyview, it seems like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. They find a goal, they give one up.
Yeah, Skyview definitely needs to just rally up when it comes to the second half, and I'm sure that's what their coach is going to be talking about when it comes to that.
Finally, a face-off win for Cole Peterson against Baxter Martin. Peterson's going to take it himself, fire a bouncing shot at the feet of Herzog. A nice block by the Green Canyon goaltender. Back up top, that shot blocked off the body of Pabst. Pabst gets the wheels, gets to the ball, almost had the scoop, but lost his footing. Now trying to trap, and it's scooped up by Martin behind him. Lots of head contact behind. Skyview's going to have the ball, though. Must have been a push from Bryson Pabst off the ball.
It's just the game of lacrosse. Sometimes heads bounce, sometimes sticks hit the top of the helmet. It just is the game of lacrosse.
And it's one of those that looks a lot worse than it is.
100%, and it sounds worse. It's plastic on plastic.
Oh, great spin. Jackson looking to get inside, stood up on the near side by Herzog. Oh, Pabst is tripped along that far sideline, and
that's going to be a loose ball push.
It's going to be Skyview's ball.
Oh.
They're going to say that went out of bounds. Bryson Pabst just going to have to get up and keep playing. Into the box now, winding up and then settling down. No shot coming from Zach Tempest. Back behind the net again. Now here's Jackson. Jackson from the near side has to fire back up top. Arrington, the older, back behind again. Skyview just keeps doing laps around the net here. Finally, Jackson will fire, that time off the stick of Spencer Mitchell. You could hear that from up here.
That was off the helmet of number 37 from the defense. Or 87, my apology.
Oh, helmet, not stick for Spencer Mitchell.
Yeah, that was definitely on the bucket right there.
I thought that went off the part of the stick between his hands.
No, that was on the bucket.
Again, Skyview still passing all the way around the box. Now a quick shot from the far side, off the turf and over from Tag Checkets. Skyview will keep it. Brought back into play and passed in for Jackson.
Skyview's got to find a way to be able to put it in the middle and be able to shoot it from there, but Green Canyon's definitely getting their defense together a little bit and being way more physical than Skyview's been.
Jackson Anderson jumps and fires over the top of the defender, but it's a great stick save again from Jensen Stores. He's had a great day in the crease. Less than a minute to go now in the first half. Green Canyon leading 8-4. That pass to midfield recovered by Skyview. Jace Butters, long stick defenseman, brings it into the box for Skyview. He's going to have to circle back and get rid of this thing. Drops it off to Jackson Anderson and a timeout called by Skyview with 42.5 remaining in this first half. They need one, ideally two, going into the locker room. But Green Canyon 8-4. Their largest lead of the game so far has been 5. No, I think it's been 4. It was 7-3 at one point, so they've tied their largest lead again. Really, I think the next goal is going to determine whether or not Skyview can get back into this one. If they can score before halftime, I think that this could turn into a good game in the second half. But if Green Canyon holds them and scores the next one coming out of the break, I think this one's been over.
Yeah, no, Skyview definitely has to get one goal in before the halftime just to be able to get that momentum in for the second half. I guarantee the coach is talking in regards to we're going to pass the ball around, see the opening, and shoot. And if it's not that great of a shot, we need somebody in the back to be able to get the possession back. Skyview has to get a goal at this point to be able to even be in this game just to stay alive in some aspect.
It's been Jackson Anderson and Cole Jackson that have been doing most of the shooting for Skyview. 5 goals and 7 goals respectively between them, but 9 goals and 6 assists for 15 points. Hudson Johnson leading this team on scoring, and haven't seen a whole lot of number 13 for Skyview.
I mean, some days are better than others. You never know what's going to be able to happen. You know, they might be able to utilize him more in the second half than in the first half than they have been able to this whole entire first.
Teams break the huddle. 42.5 again remaining in this first half. 8-4 Green Canyon. It's Skyview ball off to our left, the north end of the field here at Green Canyon High School. And the Bobcats really, really needing a goal before halftime. Not only that, they need to keep Green Canyon from scoring another one before halftime because this could turn into a break for Green Canyon. We've seen how long it takes them to score.
Yeah, if Skyview loses possession, they really need to break it in as far as defense to make sure that they just don't crash the cage like they have been lately. So Skyview's got their hands right now where they need to be.
Cole Peterson on the near side, wrapping back up top along the 20-yard line, fires from distance. His 15-yard shot goes wide. It'll be kept alive by number 28, Nixon Lowe. Back in play now, 22 seconds remaining in the half. Bohm spins, trying to get to that near post. Overhead shot knocked down in front of Stores. Still on the ground. Stores will pick this one up with 9 seconds remaining, and he can just fire this towards midfield and take us to halftime.
It looked like it was a crease violation. Should have been at least a crease violation.
Now we get a whistle and a final timeout by Green Canyon with 4.4 left.
It doesn't take that long. to score a goal with them. So
and the timeout gives them possession on the other end of the field.
Exactly. Well, I'm sure they're going to throw the ball, lob it into somebody as fast as they can, and then crash.
You'll set up, 2 defensemen over here, and then as many as you can get without going off sides on the other end?
100%.
Now, talk to us a little bit about the offside rule. That's what I've gotten a little rusty on during the offseason. There's a set number of people you can have on either side of midfield. Walk us through that.
So you need three defensemen, your attackmen need to be on the 50-yard line and behind at this point. So if your attackmen overstep that 50-yard line, it's an offside rule. So if your defenseman on your defending side gets possession of the ball and you run over the 50-yard line, one of your midfielders has to be able to be on the other side to take over his place, or else that will be an offside rule at this point too. So you'll see midfielders with long sticks out there. That's for an extra long pole out there and to be able to just pick up the ball and go. You'll see a lot of the times the midfielder running across the field, passing the ball off, running outside, grabbing their other stick and going right back onto the field.
6.4, they put 2 seconds back on the clock for Green Canyon. And it is going to be just the minimum number of white shirts to our left. Skyview only 3 attackers to our left. They've stacked that right side, the defensive end.
All their midfielders are long poles too.
Launched through the air by Spencer Mitchell. Somehow bounces in the box. It's going to roll out between the legs of a couple Bobcats and take us to halftime. Well, definitely not worst case scenario for Skyview there, but you missed an opportunity.
Definitely. They were kind of just, in terms of football, Hail Marying it right there to be able to catch possession and throw the ball in. And it works or it doesn't work, and it didn't work.
We'll take a quick water break here from North Logan. 10 minutes on the clock for halftime, but when we come back, time for more Region 11 lacrosse in the season opener of Region 11. Green Canyon leads it 8-4. Bobcats have a mountain to climb. When we come back, stick with us.
You get a shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, but meantime.
Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Reactive Physical Therapy will show you what actions you can take to create the reaction you desire. Reactive Physical Therapy in Providence and North Logan. Call 435-535-3677 or reactivephysicaltherapy.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
From political elections to breaking news to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Reactive Physical Therapy will show you what actions you can take to create the reaction you desire. Reactive Physical Therapy in Providence and North Logan. Call 435-535-3677 or reactivephysicaltherapy.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Preston Watts Collision and Glass has been your #1 resource for collision repair and auto glass. We specialize in windshield repairs. Competitive prices, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass at 563-3215. We do it right.
Locker 42. This is the store for Aggie fans. All your favorite apparel with an Aggie logo. Stay warm and fashionable in a cocoon blanket or a coat. Pick out a warm Aggie beanie. Choose a hat from Locker 42's wall of hats. This is the store where Aggie fans shop. Locker 42, downtown Logan.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castelite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castelite.com.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Welcome back into North Logan, Utah. It's 8-4 Green Canyon after 2 quarters of play in the Region 11 Boys Lacrosse opener. It's March 19th, a cold Wednesday night, but we are ready to go for the second 24 minutes. Stockton Jukes, Preston Rice here with you on 100.9 Light FM and CashValleyDaily.com, your video experience powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. Martin has another face-off win for Green Canyon. He's going to roll this one over to Paps. Bryson looks like he's going to shift into an attacking role in this second half as he'll wait for some more to join him. Flips this over. Tag check. It's going to run point. Into the box across the 30. And he'll check up, move to his right. Stowers further down that right side. Brunson back up to Stowers. Here's Checkets again, and he's just playing catch with Stowers for now. Brunson making a cut, looking for that pass. But Stowers under pressure. He's going to have to drop it back again to tag Checkets. Now across to Paps on the near side. Paps going to go further down for Hayden Reeder. Reeder looking for options. Has Merrill on the near post as well. Now from deep, Reeder looking for a shot. Switches to the right side and fires wide. It'll be followed out by Brunson. It'll stay on Green Canyon's side. Wolves attacking right to left in this third quarter. Brunson brings it back in. Fires up top quickly. Knocked down by Checkets. But now a scrum ensues along that 20-yard line. Far side of the field. Scooped back in towards that Green Canyon attacking end zone. But picked up. Tag Checkets trying to follow him out of bounds. But no dice. Great stick tap from behind from Checkets. Frees that ball up from Paps. Now Paps firing in towards Merrill. What a pass. What a finish. Green Canyon up 9-4. And it going back to what I said just before halftime, Preston. Green Canyon scores the next one after halftime. This one has been over, and that's what it feels like right now.
Definitely. That pass was, it seemed like he didn't even know he was going to pass it like that. And if he was just accurate, like you can't even get mad at it at this point.
Green Canyon in firm control. It took them 90 seconds of this third quarter to score again. Their largest lead of the game, 9-4. Face-off won this time by Liam Wood. Wood takes a bump, and they're going to call a violation there against Green Canyon. Did they not get in the box in time?
I don't think that was the case, but I wasn't really paying attention.
Well, I saw the official counting something off.
Oh, so I guess it was a box violation. I guess they didn't get possession fast enough.
That was a very short amount of time.
That's what I'm saying. That's why that doesn't make any sense, but if that was the case, then I guess that was the case.
Far side shot off, I think, the side post there. Green Canyon stood up as the long stick defenseman tried to carry that out, but it's picked up from behind by Hayden Schramm. Schramm through the midfield, has possession, takes a whack, takes another down the sideline, and he will get possession for Green Canyon. Fires right to that far post. The missed pass, though, gets past Brunson and then past Merrill playing safety. It'll be Skyview ball. They get it into Arrington, and he'll lob it to midfield. Nearly picked off. Now down on the ground. Pabst has a chance at it. Pabst has the play. 3-on-4 for Green Canyon. If they can go quickly, Pabst takes it in, dumps it off to his left. He was looking for Merrill. Merrill thought he was going to shoot. It's another turnover.
Is this Pabst's first year playing?
I think this is Bryson's first year playing lacrosse. He's been playing football for 2 years.
Yeah.
He's a junior.
Yeah, he's got potential, definitely, for sure. He just needs to be able to get those stick skills just down to...
I'll tell you what he likes to do is he likes to hit people.
I could tell. He likes to bull dodge very much so on this. He is not afraid to get physical out there.
9:05 to go in the second quarter. This one taken in by Bohm. Bohm trying to get to that near side post. Again, rattles it off the side. I think that one did flush off the post and go out. Bobcats were closest. They lost it in the snow for a second, but it's picked up by Cole Jackson.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of that back in Southern California, so we never really had to worry about that.
Peterson from that far side cuts into the box. Sidearm shot off a body. Scooped up by the Green Canyon defense once again. It's Herzog. Excuse me, no, that was number 17. Jamison Stores. Stores is in the field.
Nice stop. Nice stop right there, goalie. Perfect.
Oh, I see. Jamison's in the field. Jensen's the goaltender.
Gotcha.
Green Canyon quickly on attack again. Brunson tried to hop over, fakes a shot, dumps it back up top instead. Now back to Brunson, far side. He will rip this one from the hash marks. Didn't get through.
Ooh, he got it right in the side. I've had a few of those hit me right in the side where he's limping off of. Had a welt there for about 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, that's not going to tickle.
Definitely. That.
And he just crumpled as soon as he got to the sideline. That's off the hip bone.
A lot of people don't realize that the lacrosse ball is just as heavy as a
That one knocked down. Oh, and it's in. That got through Arrington somehow, and I think it's going to be, who was it, Chase Rowley? It was.
Yeah, Chase Rowley.
Rowley again. That one surprised everyone. No one thought that was getting through.
Definitely. Is that his second goal of the game?
Second or third.
Second or third. We're coming up on a hat trick or already at a hat trick.
10-4 Green Canyon with 8 to go in the third quarter, and definitely not the night Skyview anticipated.
No, definitely not. I mean, it's the game of lacrosse. A lot of things could change, but Skyview really has to make a big 180 on this one for them to be able to come back at this point.
And the Bobcats definitely had the better of this matchup in this region last year. Coming in with a slightly better non-region record, especially the win over a common opponent that Green Canyon lost to. The Wolves in full control basically from the first face-off.
Yeah, definitely. But there's a lot of season left, and these guys are going to be playing each other again, so they could have their chance if this game doesn't turn around.
Martin dumps this one off for Stowers, and he'll go off. Green Canyon taking their time passing around. Merrill may have lost it there on the far side, fighting for that ball. Skyview's got it now with their long sticks. Good duck and spin from Troy Coates trying to get out of pressure, but a turnover and a goal. Just like that, Hayden Reeder takes it away and scores. Arrington has been under fire all night, and he's not getting any help from his defense.
No, number 88 had possession of the ball, but dropped his stick down just a little bit too much to where the Green Canyon was able to hit it out, and just there was nobody even in front of him when he shot that ball.
Wolves lead by 7. 7:22 to go now in the third quarter. Green Canyon's lead getting bigger and bigger as the minutes tick by. This ball picked up by Bohm. Forward for Arrington. Arrington looking for a shot from the far side.
Those just seem like baseball swaps.
Oh, what a move.
Wow. Whoa. See, I wasn't sure.
That was...
Is it going to be
very
on 10?
uncalled for? Yeah, there's a flag that just came out, and that's going to go against... Is it going to go against Martin, or is it going to go against Arrington for hitting him on the head? I'm not sure what just happened there.
I think Skyview was just saying, hey, patting him on the head. But, yeah, I think it's number 10. Those were baseball bat swings. Those weren't legal hits, so I wasn't sure why they were allowing that to go as much as it was.
Yeah, Martin is in the box. The couple swings there. Arrington off the field. I wonder if maybe they played club together or something. I know a lot of these guys in region like to mess with each other like that. It happens a lot in football and basketball.
It's a very common thing even back in Southern California. You got clubs outside.
I was going to say, I didn't think the pat on the head was flag worthy, but yeah, it's going to be on Baxter Martin for all those swings.
It probably was. They were probably going to call it before, and he just got the goal before they were able to throw the flag.
Face-off win again in a burst of speed from Titan, but he's going to dump this one off and head off the field. They'll get Cole Peterson back on. Bohm, seeing that Peterson's back on, will start the offense. Passing a little bit quicker now is Skyview. They'll run up to that near post. Almost had a window for Jackson Anderson, but I think he let that one go a little too early. 6:35 to go in the third quarter. Up top. Swung across again for Bohm. Now back behind Anderson. Flips it across. Attacking that post was Jackson. Then a shot from the far side over the crossbar. Nixon Lowe could not get on top of it. 6:22 back in play. Anderson looking for options, goes top of the box. Peterson rips one, knocked down by Pabst. Pabst picked that out of the air, and Bryson's going to run. Across midfield, now Peterson behind him, trying to pressure, but all he needed to do was gain possession. Now Pabst will sit and circle. Flips it over to Martin out of the box after the 1 minute. Oh, Martin fakes him. Into the box now. Across. Hudson rips and scores. Excuse me, Brunson. Max Brunson again. That's more than a hat for Max today. It's 12-5 Green Canyon.
Wow. That was a shot from way outside the goalie, and that was low too, so that goalie had a hard time looking for that ball.
5:49 to go in quarter number 3. Green Canyon's lead is 7. For Skyview, it just keeps getting a little bit steeper.
Yeah, no, this is Skyview. You know, I never say it's over till it's over, clearly, Stockton, but it's not looking good right now.
I'm hearing some singing in the background, Preston.
Yeah.
5:49 to go in the third quarter. Still waiting on the whistle. Now they go. Green Canyon had that flicked out. Could not win the second ball. Still on the ground and now whistles. It's going to go to Green Canyon. .535 to go in the third quarter. Green Canyon setting up the offense. Pass knocked down in front of the 50 and kept alive. Liam Todd in possession for the Wolves. Now coming on, going to be Ben Wallace. Wallace on the near side takes possession. Now Ben sits back. About 5:10 to go in the third quarter. Ben, jab step right, gets to the middle, fires from distance. 15-yard shot is knocked away by Arrington. Green Canyon's going to have possession.
They're giving it to
No, they're
Skyview.
giving it to Skyview. 2 Green Canyon sticks in front of the Bobcats, and they give it to Skyview. I mean, that was clearly a step or two ahead for Green Canyon.
I thought so too. I think the ref's kind of favoring Skyview right now in that case, because that definitely was Green Canyon's ball.
Tate Sorensen fires across midfield. Missed his intended target, but it's picked up by the Green Canyon long sticks. Back across midfield. Good hustle from Miles Robinson. Robinson might be looking for one. Yep. Oh, moonshot.
Every long 30 defender wants that.
Yeah, 30-yard field goal from Miles Robinson.
Every long pole defender, including myself when I was playing, wanted that moment. And even if you don't have it, you're going to still take it type of thing. So why not when you're up as much as you are right now?
Merrill made a couple good moves but lost the ball before he could get the pass off. Now back across midfield, Landon Talbot moves to his left. Oh, big hit.
Oh.
But a goal anyway.
Oh, wow. They're going to throw a flag that late? That's not – I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, there's a flag down well after the play, and it was because Boehm, who got blown up, was taking a minute to get up. It was a goal for Cole Jackson, and Boehm's going to have the assist, but the flag came out a good 10 seconds after that hit.
Way too long, in my opinion. Way too long, in my opinion. I want to see what this call is, definitely.
It's going to go against Grady Herzog, and he's got his palms to the sky in 1 minute.
It's either going to be a cross-check or a charge.
Yeah, they call a cross-check.
Yep. That wasn't a cross-check.
No, that was a clean hit. He ran through him.
Yeah.
Definitely seems like maybe a little bit of, I hate to say it, pity for Skyview.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. But I don't want to say it out loud, but yeah, definitely for sure it feels that way. That was not – his hands were too close to each other. A cross-check's when is at least a yard in between your stick.
To me, if your elbows are bent, that's not a cross-check.
No.
You got to straighten the arms.
You got to extend your arms all the way out. And on top of that, it really just depends on how far your arms are or your hands are on the stick itself as well.
Yeah, I guess how spread your
we always called it the 3-foot rule for long poles, and for short poles it was about a foot. So you want to keep your hands as close as together.
Oh, Martin's taking some bodies, gets hauled down in the box as he was going towards that far post.
Again,
he was taking some baseball swings there for sure.
Yeah, a few baseball swings.
And then Skyview passes it out of bounds on a miscommunication on a substitution.
Yeah. I would love to say it, it's the game of lacrosse. It's the game of lacrosse. It's a very physical sport, this game, but there is also got to be some penalties getting thrown out there every once in a while.
Wolves back in the box.
Ooh.
Puts a man on his bottom. Fires in. What a save from Arrington. Scooped around to the goal line, and Arrington picks it up in the crease.
That was a really good, the goalie did really well right there.
Yeah, excellent save from the younger Arrington. Oh, what a pass. Great combination play, but off the crossbar for Cole Jackson. Man, that could have been a momentum injection.
Definitely.
Jackson gets run over instead. Now a stick goes flying in the air. Yard sale. Green Canyon has the ball.
Yeah, that was he's going to look good right there for a while.
Miles Robinson thought about another shot, but now they're going to go Merrill, and Merrill's not going to miss from there.
He's going to get the apple along with it as well.
Assist for Spencer Mitchell.
That play is definitely going to be something to remember. He's going to need to get that highlight reel for sure. He gets a yard sale, gets the good pass and an apple at the same time. Apple meaning assist. But still, that was fantastic by number 87 right there.
And I think that 30-second sequence might have been the bow for Green Canyon. If Skyview puts that in, makes it 12-7, and kind of shortens this thing up, they've got a couple goals in a row. Maybe they use that momentum, but 20 seconds later, an assist from a long stick and another goal for Green Canyon. They're back up by 7, 13-6, with less than 3 to play in the third.
Well, Skyview just seems to constantly keep pushing, so I don't take it away from them, but it's a definite mountain to climb right there.
Personnel changes coming now for the Bobcats as they're backed up to the 45, firing down the sideline, taken in by Jackson. Jackson up top for Peterson. Down that right side, now back to Peterson on the 25, backing out to the 28. Far side Titan. Jackson again back behind the net. Anderson. Up top, Peterson. Cuts to his left, tries to fire over that left arm of the defender and misses wide. Kept in by Skyview, and Green Canyon wants that ball there. I don't think they can't see Nixon Lowe back there in the end zone. He's blending in.
That was definitely Skyview ball, but yeah.
Lowe's been standing there the whole game.
Yeah, he's the cleaner upper right there.
Great pass out of the crease. Now Hayden Schramm's on a break across the 30 into the box. He'll check up and allow Green Canyon to establish their offense. Schramm going to check out as he drops this one back for Checkets. Tag looking to his right. Fires. Just pulled that one, but Green Canyon's going to have Merrill closest to it. Minute 33 to go in the third. Now Merrill again tried to put that one in the tightest corner you can imagine.
Yeah.
Missed wide, and it's going to be Bobcat ball. Minute 21 to go in the third. Skyview back on the field. They drop this to Arrington. It's a give and go with Butler. Butler lost it, though, before midfield. Still on the ground. Last touch Skyview. They do barely keep it in for Butler, who scoops it off and fires across midfield, but Green Canyon's going to have this one to scoop up. And now we've got a whistle.
It was probably they weren't able to get to the box fast enough.
So box violation on Skyview. 58 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Pabst on the ball. Hits the box, flips it over. And Green Canyon can probably just run out the rest of this quarter. They haven't looked like slowing down on offense at any point tonight, though, so you never know.
No, they're not going to slow down. If you're telling me that this rivalry is as big as it is, they're not going to – I don't think they're purposely trying to run up the score, but at the same time, they're just going to take it for what it is at this point. If they see an opening, they're just going to take it.
Sidearm airmail from Bryson Pabst, and again, it looks like Green Canyon was far and away the closest to it, but they give that to Arrington instead, the goalie. Arrington's all the way to the 25. He'll lob that to midfield. It's knocked down and scooped off the turf by Bohm. Bohm through the middle, finally into the box. Nice entry pass and a quick shot through the legs. Great goal from Daxton Hall with 14.5 remaining in the third quarter, but it's still a 6-point lead for Green Canyon.
Yeah, I mean, props I can give to him at this point. It was off his offhand. You could tell he's a righty, and he was able to shoot on his left hand, and that's yeah.
14.5 remaining in the third quarter. 13-7 Green Canyon. Martin back on the faceoff dot for the Wolves after a couple appearances from Liam Wood. Things really starting to cool off here in North Logan. Sun went down a long time ago. And if you know anything about Cache Valley, it's going to get breezy.
Yeah, this valley definitely likes to catch that wind and push it through.
Martin wins another faceoff. Entry pass to Reeder is knocked down. Good hand-eye from Jace Butters. Butters could not clear midfield. Still fighting for it around the 40, but now Butters is going to have it, and we've got whistles.
Timeout?
Timeout called by Sky. No, that's the end of the quarter.
Oh.
That would make sense.
That definitely makes sense.
13-7 Green Canyon after 36 minutes of action. We've got 12 more coming to you here on 100.9 Light FM and CacheValleyDaily.com. Your Region 11 Spring Sports sponsored by the Green Canyon Booster Club. The boosters support sports throughout the year, and they'd like to say thanks to all those local businesses and individuals who support Green Canyon and its students. Also brought to you by Old Grist Mill. Have you tried the fantastic breakfast sandwiches served at the South Logan and Smithfield locations? You're going to love it. Baked Fresh Daily. We'll be right back.
Reactive Physical Therapy will show you what actions you can take to create the reaction you desire. Reactive Physical Therapy in Providence and North Logan. Call 435-535-3677 or reactivephysicaltherapy.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Time for the final 12 minutes of action here in North Logan, Utah. Stockton Jukes, Preston Rice with you on 100.9 Light FM and CacheValleyDaily.com, the home of Region 11 Spring Sports. and it's the Region 11 opener in boys lacrosse tonight from North Logan. Green Canyon in firm control, 13-7 after our first 3 quarters. Preston, like we've been saying basically this entire second half, it's a steep mountain for Skyview to climb, but it's still climbable. What do they need to do here?
Be more aggressive. When they get a hold of that ball, they need to keep the possession of the ball. And when they are on defense, they just need to be able to attack Green Canyon. Green Canyon is just crashing on their cage this entire time, and they're not really doing anything about it.
Long bounce shot from Martin, bounced way too early, picked up by Arrington. He'll lob this one to mid, and it's picked up well out of the air by Zach Tempest. Bobcats on attack.
Skyview has got to crash on that cage a little bit more instead of playing this lollipop passing back and forth type of thing. It's not working, so they need to try something different at this point.
And another missed pass right there puts the ball on the ground. It'll be picked up by Paps, and there's a turnover just like you were saying. 40 seconds into this fourth quarter, Green Canyon back on offense. Hard charging Sawyer Rainey getting off the field as quickly as he can. Carson Thompson back on the attack for Green Canyon. Paps will roll it to the middle. Ben Wallace will run the point. Looks like Bryson's going to check out as well. They'll bring Liam Todd onto attack.
See, this is when I think they need to bring in the shot clock to high school. They have it all the way from the professionals to the college teams. And with high school, you could just kind of do this right now. You know, you're up by a lot. Why push if you don't have to?
Well, Green Canyon likes big numbers on score sheets. Bit of a turnover there, though, as Liam Todd gets stood up. Nice body contact from number 27 for Skyview, Cooper Arrington. The elder Arrington, his younger brother, the junior playing goaltender. He did take a crack to the helmet there, too, and he worked through 2 different Wolves to get back onto the attack. Nice bouncing pass. Ends up behind the net, though. Really good physical play from Grady Herzog. No flag.
No, not even a loose ball push. That's all right.
I guess they were going to say because they're on top of the ball, they're fighting for the ball. But the ball's still loose.
Yeah.
That one's going to run out of space on Ben Wallace. Tried to scoop it off the bounce, but Skyview will have it just behind midfield. 10:06 to go. Bobcats working right to left in this fourth quarter.
The thing with Skyview is they've had plenty of opportunities, especially from the ref side and them losing possession. It's just they're not capitalizing on it.
Bohm behind the net looking for options. He's going to circle to that far post instead. Pulled it a little too hard. It rolls behind for Jesse Bowden. Bowden flips it up top for Cole Peterson, and he circles back to reset. Over to Jackson. Jackson cuts to the right. We've got whistles and a turnover. Green Canyon has it, 9:31 to go in the fourth quarter. I'm not sure what happened there.
Neither am I. Sometimes the refs aren't making the hand gestures like they're supposed to for us to be able to see it. They're just kind of doing it for the players to be able to.
Green Canyon tried to run the blitz. The shot came off a little weak, though. Easy scoop save for Arrington. 9:15 in the fourth quarter. Still 13-7 Green Canyon. Bobcats back across midfield. Titan under pressure. Tried to get that one over to Bowden. Got his stick tapped from behind, and Green Canyon again generates a turnover. Their defense has been the highlight of their game tonight. I know the attacks put up 13 goals, but the defense has created a lot of turnovers.
Definitely. The one thing Green Canyon is definitely a little bit better than Skyview is the loose ball pickups. They're able to get the ball a little bit quicker than Skyview. And when Skyview does pick up the ball, they just throw it back up in the air really quickly. They're having a hard time with that.
Well, and the play of the long sticks for Green Canyon has been unreal.
Yeah, definitely.
Far side, Wolves try to enter the box. Drop pass for Ethan Merrill gets away from him. But the Wolves do recover. Now firing inside, bouncing in front of Carson Thompson. He could not control it. Had a perfect window at the side of the crease. Now here come the Bobcats. Ryan Bates into the box. Down along for Cole Jackson. Pulled it wide again. Maybe took a bit of a bump from Jensen Stores, but with 8:05 to go, the Bobcats will bring it back in from the back end. Up top, trying to reset. Gets past its intended target, but Cole Jackson's there to clean it up. Far side, Peterson. trying to find a way in. Gets a nice pass into Cole Jackson, who got left alone 5 yards from goal. 13-8. Skyview gets one back with 7:46 to play.
They just got to keep pushing at this point, you know. Every point counts. But, I mean, again, tough mountain to climb, but this shows right here, if they just keep doing that, they're going to either tie it or they're going to, prevail.
The other thing for Green Canyon, too, with the speed and the physicality they've played with, stamina becomes an issue in the last 5 minutes.
100%.
You just got to keep up.
100%. If Skyview could just outrun them, they should be able to come back.
Martin wins another faceoff, though, and that has been a big point of advantage for Green Canyon today.
Oh, yeah. Every time Green Canyon gets possession of the ball, they take their time, they dump it off, they move back and forth. That's why I say I think in high school they should have at least a shot clock, maybe 40 seconds, unlike professionals in college.
Or, yeah, I agree, because right now all Bryson Paps is doing is walking down the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and with Skyview knowing that they aren't being as physical what they have been lately, they're not going to push as hard as they want to.
Well, what's tough, though, is you get the sense that Green Canyon's a little gassed right now. This is the time to push, if any.
Yeah, definitely. Green Canyon's either really tired or they're just playing that clock out, and Skyview's getting a little intimidated at this point. Either way, Green Canyon's got the advantage.
Under 7 to play. Burst of speed now. Green Canyon to the net. Knocked down by Arrington, but he couldn't come up with it cleanly. Skyview trying to push that back towards his stick, and they do. He scoops it up and fires to midfield. Here comes Titan across the 35, 30, 25. He's going to back out and sub out. Defensive midfielder will come out and be replaced by number 25, Ryan Bates.
If Skyview wants any chance, they need to kind of push a little bit harder than try to just dance with the ball a little bit. So Skyview's got to do something.
Bates through the middle, looking to that right side, fires, got on top of it, and it bounced wide. Bates will also play as a long stick midi from time to time. 6:17 to go in the fourth quarter. Up top, Peterson scoops it up. 15 yards from goal, cuts to his left, fires overhead and through the legs of Storrs. 13-9 with 6:06 to go, just about halfway through this fourth, and it's not over yet.
Nope, still got a lot of games. 6 minutes is definitely a lot for lacrosse.
Back to center we go. It looks like yet again it's going to be Baxter Martin. Skyview's going to send Braden Burke in to take this face off, the sophomore midi.
If Skyview can get this possession, it'll be a big, big win as far as possession-wise.
Martin, another win.
He's got goals and
takes a bump from behind there from the sophomore, then gets him back, knocks that ball free. Still loose in the box for Green Canyon. Martin tried to scoop it up, took a couple hits. Martin has it. Martin fires. Martin scores. 14-9, less than 6 to go. That goal might just be the cherry on top.
Yeah, definitely. It just, Skyview needs to get those loose ball pickups a little bit better. They're snatching at it just like they were snatching at it when the ball was in the air. And as you can see, they're just not getting possession of it for that reasoning, and Green Canyon was able to pick it up and score.
Baxter Martin's had a monster game on offense today. Had 2 points coming into this game. More than doubled that total in just tonight's contest.
Yeah. He's been doing fantastic.
And again, probably an 85% face-off win percentage.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to be another one. Make it 90. Schramm, high stepping, gets around the left side. Into the box. Spins his way in for possession. And then a whistle. For what? He stepped in the box, didn't touch the other guy. I have no clue what that was. I'm not going to pretend to know because I just don't. Shot rifled wide by Skyview. They are going to retain possession. Baxter Martin is off the field with his helmet off on the near sideline. Bobcats get another shot off. Stand-up save by Jensen Storrs. Brought back in, less than 5 to go. Missed pass from Skyview. Green Canyon ball with 4:48 to play. And
yeah.
As fired up as Skyview looked at 13-9, they looked deflated at 14-9.
Yeah, I mean, every time Skyview was able to get a ball in there, Green Canyon came in full force, bringing it right back.
Hail Mary into the bench, and that just drilled Baxter Martin.
The ball can't seem to get away from him.
I think he's fine. He's probably just done for the day.
Okay. I was looking at him down there, and I wasn't sure. He was sitting down, just kind of, with the helmet off.
Yeah, he's a defensive midi, so
okay.
As soon as they get on attack, and especially now, 4.5 to go, 5-point lead, they might be a little bit gracious with his playing time. Back behind, Bobcats still trying to work a goal here. Butler fires off the crossbar. Man, there's been a couple posts and outs for Skyview tonight. Green Canyon's long sticks have it. Held from behind. Bryson Pabst is swallowed up, and somehow they give this to Skyview. Green Canyon's coaching staff is losing it because at no point did a Green Canyon player initiate any sort of contact during that 10-second sequence.
Didn't seem like it from up here, Stockton. I'm definitely just as in shock. And,
I understand being a little bit nice in games like these, but this is the varsity level.
No, definitely.
And if you got guys overhead whacking, attacking players trying to break out of their defensive zone, you can't give that team the benefit.
Yeah, no, I'm watching the game as well as listening to the parents down here, and it's high school. They want their boys to win and everything, but let the coach talk to the refs, not you talk to the refs.
And that's what they just did. Coach came over to Coach Oldham, explained it to him, and Coach Oldham seemed to accept the explanation. So we'll go with Coach.
Definitely.
If there's anyone that knows lacrosse, it's Troy Oldham. And now Bryson Pabst is going to draw a flag.
They're going to draw a cross check to the face, if I'm not mistaken, on that one.
And a second flag for, I guess, dissent.
He probably spoke back to the refs.
Yeah.
He's fired up, and I get it. He likes the sport, but
I will say this was an issue that Coach Towie Lee Ely had to root out of Bryson early in the football season with 100-yard bear crawls.
Yeah, no, he I understand the point of passion. I was there too. I can't sit here and say I never mouthed off to anybody before, but when you get a little older, you'll learn to stop. And he's going to get a 2-minute for sure.
Yeah, so it's going to be a cross check and then a technical.
Yep.
The cross check borderline, the technical 100%.
Yeah, no, it's deserved for sure, and anybody that says otherwise, they just, they're biased, and that's fine. But
even going back to the last call too, it seems like Coach Oldham has accepted the explanations he's been getting for the official, and credit to the officials too for coming over to explain that to Coach Oldham. Some officials feel like they're above explanations.
100%.
So credit to this crew, and if there's anyone that knows lacrosse in Cache Valley, it's Troy Oldham.
Yeah, no, and he, his team's up 14-9 right now, and they clearly have the upper hand on this team. So for him to argue, it would be one thing if it was a super close game, but it's really not. So.
Clock back to running. 3:40 remaining in this game. Skyview's really trying to get Cole Jackson open somewhere close to the net. Now Peterson has a look. Fires and scores. Top cheese. 3:31, 14-10 your score. And Skyview just hanging around. Again, you and I, we kind of have thought since coming out of halftime that this one is leaning heavily in favor of Green Canyon, but Skyview's not going to go quiet.
No, and like I said, it's the game of lacrosse and hockey are two games that you never know what's going to happen. 3 minutes and 31 seconds is a lot of time for those sports, especially lacrosse.
Well, the way that Skyview's been setting up their offense, maybe not. They're going to have to move a lot quicker.
They can't just sit and lollipop pass. They're going to have to get in there and push a little harder than they have been. So right now, this 3:31. Right now, if they get possession, they have to push hard.
Nope, it's going to be Baxter Martin winning another faceoff.
Baxter Martin.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, he has been on a roll with this possession.
Taps his foot into the box and then dumps this one off to Trev Stowers. Stowers will wait for Checkets to come on now. Tag has the ball cutting into the box and kept right along that 30-yard line. Back over to Stowers, looks to his left. Bryson back on the field. released from the box after that latest Cole Peterson goal. Less than 3 to play in North Logan, 2:46 to be specific. 14-10 Green Canyon as they continue to attack on the goal to our right, the south end of this field at Green Canyon High. Good entry, but they're going to dump this one back behind for Merrill. Again, Green Canyon, 4-goal lead, 2.5 to go. In absolutely no rush to put a shot on net and give Skyview another possession.
Yeah.
Pabst rolls to his right at the 30. Backs out, official talking to him. Probably something about timing. But again, no shot clock in Utah. Oh, dance on him, Bryson. And he'll back out. 2:10 remaining. Bryson sets the screen. Nice wrap from Trev Stowers. Gets to the near side. Now back down along that goal line and behind for Checketts. Flips over to Merrill. Merrill cuts back to the near side. Less than 2 to play. Checketts, far post. Wraps all the way back out. Skyview's got to up the pressure if they want another possession. Checkett's going to give it to him, though. He fires at that far post.
Too many men.
Oh, Skyview could not recover, and Checketts picked it up and shot his own rebound. Finally, it ends up with Arrington. He fires to midfield. Bobcats back in the box. Jumping shot. Jackson Anderson pulled it wide. 1:23 to go. Green Canyon getting their defense set up. 4 goals, 80 seconds. I don't know about that one, Preston.
Yeah, that's going to be a difficult one for sure.
And another near miss over the crossbar from Nixon Bowen. That's been the kind of day it's been for the Skyview attackers, not for a lack of effort, but for an abundance of posts. Bryson gets another turnover. Fakes left, goes right. Looking to get past Peterson. Across midfield, just needs to step into the box, and Green Canyon can probably run this out. Takes a big shove from behind.
That was a good defense right there.
And now whistles. Timeout called Green Canyon.
Green Canyon.
57.9 remaining, and Bryson going to rub that one off.
Well, yeah, that's welcome to lacrosse right there. You know, that's one of those things where if you're not used to it, getting hit with those sticks is no joke.
Well, they're not made of foam.
No, they are made out of metal.
57.9. I think it's safe to call it now, Preston. Green Canyon's ball, less than a minute to go. It just seemed like Skyview never found that final level they needed to hit to make this a game.
No, Skyview was having a rough time. I mean, in the beginning, it looked like it was going to be a game for sure, and then Green Canyon just came out of nowhere and just kept hammering it on them. And then Skyview, hate to say it like that, but it seemed like they just kind of not, in a sense, gave up, but the ball got deflated, and you can't have that happen, especially against your rival. You just need to keep pushing. I'm not saying they haven't. Down by 4 is not a lot, but in the game of lacrosse, it's definitely a lot.
Definitely seemed like it was that sequence at 13-9 where Skyview comes down, rifles one off the crossbar, and 20 seconds later, Green Canyon makes it 14-9. There was passion when it was 13-9 from Skyview. There was a complete loss of energy after that 14th goal went in.
It's just a hard one to come back from, and Skyview had that moment of glory, and then Green Canyon just took it away from them. So they need to, like I said, there's still a lot of season left. They're going to be seeing each other again. Skyview can come back for sure on that next one.
Now for Green Canyon, this is their 3rd best offensive output of the season. The only 2 better was that 20-0 win at Hurricane and the 18-3 win at Cedar. Had 7 against Fremont, 6 against Riverton, and 3 against Weber. Much more of a return to form for the offense.
Yeah, definitely.
Max Brunson circling back into the box. He's going to fire and score. Top bins, make it 15-10 with 40 seconds to go. Brunson's got, I think, 5 today.
Yeah.
And Cole Peterson had some words for him. Unfortunately, the scoreboard's going to do all the talking tonight.
100%. It's just Skyview, it's, at this point it needs to be.
There's just frustration.
Yeah,
it's understandable, especially in a rivalry game, but 15-10 with 40 seconds left. You had your time to say something.
100%. And Skyview, like I said, they had plenty of ways to be able to make the game turn in their favor with certain calls that were questionable, pushing them out of bounds, and just little things here and there, and they just did not capitalize.
Now, if there is one guy that can help propel Skyview to a big bounce-back win on Friday and beyond. It is going to be Cole Peterson.
Yeah.
Well built, very good attacker. Has the size, has the strength, has the speed. Scooped up by the long sticks of Green Canyon. They've got about 20 seconds to kill, but it is dropped. Skyview's got this just in front of midfield. They go left side. Here's Titan. No time for subs. They're just going to have to go with who they have, and Titan has that one knocked out of his stick.
See, it's those one-handed pickups that's just not going to do it for you. You've got to get in front of them to get that ball.
And that is it.
Yeah, that was a hard game for Skyview, but they kept it going.
I will say, Schramm, while he was running onto the field, just pointed directly at some of the Skyview coaches and had some stuff to say. I don't like that.
No,
don't do that.
It's high school. You're one step away from college and then another step away from the pros. And if you want to get to the pros, you can't do things like that. And you don't want to look bad in front of the college guys whenever they get seen like that.
The Wolves are going to take home a 15-10 win against Skyview, a game that they were probably thinking was going to be a little more difficult than it turned out to be. Preston, go ahead and give me your final thoughts from this contest as we wrap it up on Region Opener Day.
Well, a lot of people will look at that score 15-10 and think that was a shutout. In reality, Skyview did push themselves a lot more than you would expect them to, being down as often as they have been. It just wasn't their day today. And, Skyview, every time they were able to get a goal in there, Green Canyon just came back. Green Canyon played phenomenal lacrosse. You could tell that it's still the beginning of the season. Both teams definitely need to have some, screws tightened up a little bit here and there, and I'm looking way forward to the season with both of these teams watching them.
It is certainly going to be a fun season in Region 11, and just because it was a rough night out for the Bobcats, do not count them out this region season. They ran the table last year, and they've got potential again this year. Next up, for the Bobcats, they'll be back at home in Smithfield Friday night. They'll host the Ridgeline Riverhawks at 7 p.m. For the Green Canyon Wolves, they'll stay right here. They'll host the Logan Grizzlies. I'll be here with Preston Rice for that one. 6:55 pregame, 7 p.m. first face-off. We'll be right here on CashValleyDaily.com and 100.9 Light FM. Preston, you got anything else you want to say before we're back in just about 48 hours?
Just looking forward to the season, Stockton. Lacrosse season is here. Cold weather, warm weather. That's exactly what lacrosse season's all about. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
A big thank you to everyone listening back at home and across the valley. If you're watching along on CashValleyDaily.com or YouTube, your video experience has been powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. Have a great night, Cache Valley. We are very close to warmer nights. But for now, we're signing off from a very cold North Logan. I'm Stockton Jukes. We'll see you Friday. Bye.
This has been a presentation of Region 11 Spring Sports on 107.7 FM and CashValleyDaily.com. This broadcast of Region 11 Sports has been brought to you by Cache Valley Daily and the Cache Valley Media Group, covering the Skyview Bobcats, Green Canyon Wolves, Logan Grizzlies, Bear River Bears, Ridgeline Riverhawks, and Mountain Crest Mustangs. Watch replays of previous games on CashValleyDaily.com.